Today, Indonesian Muslims celebrate their victory after 1 month of fasting. Muslims in other countries and time zones across the globe also are celebrating Idul Fitr today. Now, let's find out about how Indonesian citizens who are staying abroad celebrate their Eid. To know more, we now have live on Zoom Indonesian diasporas Yusril Hardiansyah in Taiwan and Lachika Salsabila Bilkis in Russia. Hello, Eid Mubarak to both of you. Thank you for joining us on Focus today.
Thank you. Eid Mubarak for
Thank
Indonesian
you.
family.
Happy Eid Mubarak for all people around the world.
Of course. Now, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time out of your Idul Fitri celebration to talk with us and to tell us a little bit more about how Idul Fitri is celebrated right there where you live. But before that, we would like to know you a little bit better. So, Yusril and Chika, may you please tell us a little bit more about yourselves? Which part of Indonesia do you come from? Where exactly in Taiwan and Russia, respectively, are you staying? And what is the reason of you staying there? Yusril, please start us off. Go ahead.
Well, thank you so much for your introduction. So, basically, in Indonesia, I come from Makassar City, South Sulawesi. So, right now, I'm staying in the Taipei City, Taiwan. So, it's basically in the capital city of the Taiwan. So, the reason why I came here is because I continue my study abroad in the master's degree in National Taiwan University.
All right. And how about you, Chika?
Yeah. So I'm from my mother from Sundanese and from Sunda and also my father from Ternate, so it's kind of mixed. So yeah, I'm doing just fine. I'm living now in Moscow, Russia, and currently I'm a student. I'm a master student in my last year. And the reasons why I chose Russia is because diplomatically speaking, Russia and Indonesia has a good relation. So yeah, this is it.
Wow, very interesting. Now, let me go to Yusril again to ask about the Idul Fitri celebration. But first, I would also like to ask you, how are you doing after that big earthquake that happened in Taipei just recently? Did it affect the Idul Fitri celebration right now in Taipei City?
Oh, nice question. Yeah, it's actually around 2 or 3 days ago. So we had a very big earthquake in Taiwan, especially. But it's actually because now I'm living in the Taipei city. So the the center of the earthquake is the Hualien city. It's kind of in the little bit far away from my city. So uh, it's like a little bit effect in my city, but it's not that big. So in all of the people, especially for the Muslim people in Taiwan who's living in the Taipei, especially in my part of the city right now, we're still getting and having some celebration, a little bit celebration for Eid al-Fitr today. And also during Ramadan also, we still going through for all of the Ramadan celebration every single day, and also have a fasting together and a little bit gather for all the Indonesian people here and also some of the Muslim people around the world. I think most of the time until right now, everything is fine after the earthquake condition.
Okay, that is a relief to hear that. Thank you, Yusril. So how did you celebrate Idul Fitri today? How have you been celebrating? Did you go to the mosque to do the Idul Fitri prayer? Or did you go to the embassy or any other communities of Indonesians who are living there? Please tell us more.
Sure. Yeah. Since in Taiwan, right, it's actually no holiday because as we know, everyone knows in Taiwan, it's because Muslim is such as minority here. So in the government of Taiwan decided to no holiday, especially for the Muslim celebration with our Veda or something like that. So for me, especially, this morning is still went to the mosque for just celebrating praying for the Fitr and also just have a little bit gather with all of my Indonesian people here. We eat together, but after that we back to our work each other because we don't have any holidays. It's yeah, and it's kind of yeah, sure, it's kind of different if I a little bit compare with Indonesia, what I had to celebrate with all of my family over there, and also after I arrive here, and everything is different, sure. But that's a good thing because we can still have a little bit time for gather with all of Indonesian people and all Muslim people here, even though it's not that full day or probably just a limited time to can get to each other. So yeah, a little bit fun.
Okay, you make the best with what you have, but still it's a joyful day, so that's good to know. How about you, Chika? Being so far away in Russia, in Moscow, we understand that there isn't a huge Indonesian population there, a huge Indonesian community. So how do you celebrate Idul Fitri so far?
Thank you for the question. So actually, it's kind of interesting because we really have some kind of so close bonding within the Indonesian diaspora here. There consists of Indonesian diaspora students or maybe Indonesians who are living merely in Russia, especially in Moscow, right? And today we celebrated our Eid pray in the embassy. And I would like to also note that our embassy is really being so accommodating with Indonesian students and also like Indonesian diaspora. So after eating, we have some kind of discussions and also silaturahim, and also we eat Indonesian food. And thankfully for that, because I haven't been home for 6 years, which I appreciate it for the embassy itself to always offer us some kind of mingle gathering and so on. So what I would like to say is that by 2018, the Mufti the Mufti from Russia has mentioned that actually Muslim in Russia is quite a minority, but it's major minority. It has 25 million Muslims by 2018 statistics, right? And also, it's really interesting to know. I would say that Russia is kind of Muslim friendly. I would say because there are two major regions in Russia, which is Chechnya and also Dagestan, who are majority are Muslims. And also, if we took back a little bit in the history, we have some kind of neighborhood, the post-Soviet countries, I would say, which like Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and so on, which share the same beliefs as ours. So basically, we engage with them, and also sometimes, for example, Malaysian's embassy probably, or maybe like other CIS countries' embassies hold some kind of events, and we just being invited and we just come there. And also Indonesian embassy invite all of the Muslims, I would say, regardless they're Indonesians or non-Indonesians. So yeah, it's quite interesting actually.
All right, good to hear that you still get to enjoy Indonesian food on Idul Fitri. That is Idul Fitri blessing, I would say. And also very encouraging to hear that there's a really close community, close-knit community between the Indonesian diaspora in Russia. Now, one last thing I would ask of you before I let you go to celebrate Idul Fitri once again. Could you please extend Idul Fitri greetings to our viewers, and including also maybe your friends and families who are watching from Indonesia as you're on air right now on TV RI World. Yusril?
Well, I think for all of the Muslim people around the world, especially in Indonesia, or probably some of the people was planning to go abroad for the future. So I think that's a great condition or circumstances that you can go abroad and also you can still celebrate all of the kind of Ramadan time or Ramadan moment in every single countries probably, but especially in Taipei, in Taiwan. So all of the people here is very warm. So we have Overseas Indonesia Association here. We have all of the diaspora, not only for the student but also workers. And we have the embassy, and embassy is very kind to develop all of the material or probably like all of the stuff for the Ramadan, especially for the Muslim people. Then I think don't worry if you a little bit probably scary or probably feel doubt for go abroad or probably yes, it's kind of different, of course, different the moment and also the atmosphere. If we compare from Indonesia, what we easily had with our family, we can share and celebrate with our best friend. Probably we can go for a get through for the silaturahim and something like that. But if you go to abroad, it's not like we don't have any family here, but it's kind of we have any family. We can share each other it's not only for Indonesian diaspora people, but also for probably all the Muslim people around the world. We can meet for we can have a little bit gather with them. We can share our culture. We can share our food, and that's very majestic moment that I can share to you. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Yusril, for your words of motivation and also your Idul Fitri greetings. Go ahead, Chika. Now it's your turn.
Right, thank you so much. So I would just first of all would like to say Eid Mubarak for everyone who's celebrating it, and also specifically one greeting is from Russia, from Indonesian diaspora in Russia, regardless students, workers, and all of the civil societies of Indonesia. And regardless that we have difficulties to go on the, how do you say, fasting for 15 hours, but finally we made it, and keep going, everyone. I mean, being a Muslim, I suppose, is some kind of identity which I would like to appreciate. And also, I will just share one more a moment that is interesting. Everyone who comes to us, for example, and they ask, "Where are you from?" and we say, "Oh, we are from Indonesia," and the first thing they say is "Assalamualaikum" here in Russia, and I really appreciate it. So yeah.
All right, Chika, thank you so much for your words. All the best, of course, for both of you in your new respective countries. And hopefully you get to enjoy Indonesian food on Idul Fitri today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Miss Bakir. I really appreciate it. Thank you, TVRI.